It's the Boston College Eagles and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, checking in with Coach O'Brien before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Miami's offense will be first on the attack. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Throws to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Eagles. This defense making big play and putting it in the end zone.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean,
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Mensah unloads it left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
So the Boston College Eagles offense will now get its first chance with the football. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Boston College, 14, Miami, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll ride the hot hand. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of it.
Snags it, and he's open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback, to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push it.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Looking to pass. It's McKenzie. He's got the tight end. Taking it the other way. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Boston College wants to play fast.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's got him. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Boston College! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick. Can pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown. Here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Eagles' offense now ready to start the drive. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Caught behind the line. It's right. Could not make his way to the corner. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's Ray. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. He's got it again. Running to Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
That's caught. It's Lofton. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Mensah rushes on him. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the delay, it's Pringle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Miami! He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. He's going to let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Here he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to it.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Makes the grab, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Mensah. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. The sure hands, it's Vaughn. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Pringle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And, guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on 2nd and short. 3 wideouts to the left. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2. work with here in the first half.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. With the catch, it's Green. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
On the run, it's Ray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Makes the catch, it's Green. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Might as well give it to him again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Black 14, black 14. Come on.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Mensah pulls it in. It's Wingo. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely
got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're working that left side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
On the fly. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing, Mensah. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 8 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Miami's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. The give on the option. Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Going to the run, it's Ray. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got a man, it's Jacobs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. Finds a man on the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Canes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Addison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The run inside. It's Ray. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to, listen, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Back to pass, it's McKenzie. There's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Mensah dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Pringle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. On the draw, it's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working that left side now. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the back. Throwing, Mensah. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry.
Boston College, 38, Miami, 28.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Boston College sidelines, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Hard-hitting tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's McKenzie. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Works the middle of the field. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Eagles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panicked.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first down. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make
a shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Here's Mensah to throw. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep fighting him. He keeps making plays. He keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Addison. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give, it's Ray. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gonna run it. It's Ray. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Running inside. It's Ray. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Finds his tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Ray. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got it behind the line. It's Green. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Mensah. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Spits it out to the back. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Delay to the back. It's Pringle. Picks up the 1st down. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throwing, Mensah. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. He's looking to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
On the move, it's Ray. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
The give. Runs through a tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Canes! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Miami sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching.
There he goes. Gets away from one. He's got space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big.
Just plowing ahead. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here, a touchdown would be huge. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's McKenzie. Floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. BC uses a timeout here. It's second of the half. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Eagles land a counter punch.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wants to throw. It's McKenzie. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes a catch. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Might be changing the route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Fires quickly. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Mensah. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. It's complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throwing, Mensah. Firing to the right, complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Miami's offense will go to work first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Offense in a split backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened, obviously, A lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Minson comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
But man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Here's Mensah to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job for quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just...
Snags it, and there's running room. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Haynes. Maybe some room here. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
He might want another play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Mensah. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Canes will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Pulled and finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing.
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Looking for the tie with the extra point. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Clemson will send the punt team out. Pulls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Fletcher. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Here's Mensah to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Mensah throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Imte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He now has 74 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Canes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. He's got it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Fletcher. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, setting up the screen.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's Darian Menson to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. Timeout called by Clemson, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Texas A&M engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight, tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Death Valley. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the returner is stopped. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Just a short pass to, and he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scoop and score. Touchdown. Tigers. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Mensah. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pringle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Run in the red zone. It's Pringle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They'll run for it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The run inside. It's Haynes. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete. Turning it on. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Miami. Took it all the way back to the house.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Mensah from the gun on third down. Finds a man in the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Howie Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. On the run, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here comes the option. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's a hit. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing to...
Finding some room. 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Tigers are back on top. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to surge it in. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man down the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Here's Mensah to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pringle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Canes want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
Miami, 35. Clemson, 23.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Preston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Running inside, it's Haynes. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end finds a soft spot. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. Using the quick game. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Haynes. Here's a little room there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Hauls it in. Stumbled to the ground. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. The snap sets up to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score. The Tigers are back on top.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. He knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MT if they can stop him on 3rd down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They're working that left side. He cannot get there. A 4th down stop, and now, boys, we might just have a finish. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throwing right. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Using his legs, it's Pringle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success.